There was a time when gods walked the earth, when warriors were heroes. Their battles and conquests became legend, and the legend lives on. This is the hour of the Gladiators.
Good evening and welcome to the Gladiators. Tonight the Army takes on the Navy in a grand final of our Defence Forces. We're playing in teams and each challenger has to take on our champions Taipan, Blade and Glacier. Flame, Tower, Hammer and Delta. Fury, Vulcan and Tornado. Condor, Storm and the Powerhouse Predator. The Gladiators love a battle. The Navy and Army are trained to fight the odds, and to take us through 60 action-packed minutes of the Defence Forces Grand Final, here's Kimberly and Mike.
Hello and welcome to the final of our Armed Forces series of Gladiators.
Yes, tonight the men and women from our Army and Navy get to take on each other in the ultimate contest.
Yes, these guys are all qualifiers from our first two heats, so they know what they're in for as they go for glory against the Gladiators.
Gladiators.
Well, in the heats, our Army women swept the board, so tonight we have two Army teams fighting out for the great prizes and going for Gladiator Gold. Let's meet the first of our Army women's teams tonight, Sandra Webber and Michelle Barone.
Sandra Lee is an Army transport driver in Townsville who competes in half marathons, and she's also into drag racing. Michelle is an Army medic who's a state sprint champ, an inter-service netball and softball player, and she loves swimming and tennis.
Sandra and Michelle. Come forward, guys. What an entrance. What an entrance. Now, Sandra, let's get to you first. You work in the transport division, we found out last time in the Army, which is like driving those big Mack trucks around.
Yeah, that's right, and the Unimogs, the overgrown four-wheel drives.
But you also like to do sprint car racing, is that right?
Yes, I love the drag racing and saloon cars, stock cars.
Michelle, you've done a lot of work in the Bush Fire Brigade. Tell us a bit about that.
Yes, well, I was in the Bushfire Brigade down at home in Bermagui, down the south coast of New South Wales, and I was the first female to do the breathing apparatus course in New South Wales.
Well, that's a great honour. Well done, a great achievement. How did you find the first heat of Gladiators? You're a bit of a veteran at it now that you're through to the final.
Yes, well, the first heat was very challenging. The Gladiators are very strong girls, but it was great. I had a good time.
Learn any tips to help you out tonight?
Oh, yes, but I can't give away my secrets.
Okay, well, there's a bit of a team strategy going on here. Let's welcome our first Army team tonight. We have Michelle and Sandra.
And now let's welcome the women from Army B. They are Candice Cushway and Jacinta Peel.
Candice is a captain in the Army. She's a Defence Force national netball rep who's into lacrosse and sailing. Jacinta is an Army clerk, a Defence Force biathlete and a touch football player who loves life in the great outdoors and travelling.
Ladies and gentlemen, Candice and Jacinta. Very quick down those, girls. Do they burn your hands at all?
They do a bit, the metal's a bit hot.
Now, Candice, it's Army versus Army tonight. Is there a lot of rivalry?
I think that'll only occur during the Eliminator when we're competing each other, but I'll be cheering for the rest of the Army girls when we're competing against the Gladiators.
Fantastic. So you're still friends?
Oh, definitely.
Okay, now in your heats, which games did you play?
Whiplash and swing shot.
And which one was your favourite?
Oh, swing shot, definitely. I got the big hands and I got hold of those balls and we scored some points.
Okay, well, you're obviously very prepared for tonight. Good luck to you, Candice. Now, Jacinta, what do you think is the secret of success at Gladiators?
Well, I think it's a bit like the secret herbs and spices in Kentucky Fried Chicken. I haven't worked that out yet either.
So do you think you've got what it takes for tonight?
I'll see what happens.
Well, KFC tastes good, and I hope you enjoy tonight on Gladiators. Well done. Good luck to you, Jacinta. Ladies and gentlemen, Candice and Jacinta. In olden days, the armed forces were knights in armour, but tonight, the Gladiators take them back to the future.
One-on-one for 60 seconds, 10 points if you stay up there, none if you're knocked from your saddle.
Representing Army A, let's welcome our first challenger, Sandra Lee. She'll be trying to stay on against our gladiator, Flame. Over to you, Mike Whitney.
Challenger, are you ready?
The Army A team will fight the Army B team because the Navy women were eliminated as a team last week. And Sandra Lee from the Army A team takes first strike. She catches Flame off guard. Sandra Lee showing a lot of fight up there. Just about every one of her blows are right on target. The Army team cheering her on. Sandra Lee, at 63 kilos of Army transport driver, is in a ferocious battle with 72 kilos of Gladiator Rough Rider in Flame. The steeds swing back into battle mode. Sandra Lee absolutely suited to this game. She hasn't flinched one bit up there. She's given Flame a fight right here. The bucking Broncos turn into the fray once more, and it looks like the Joust has taken a toll on Sandra Lee's strength. I think she's waning. Flame senses her opponent's fatigue. Now Flame rallies and bombards the Army with her heavy artillery. Just on 10 seconds to go, and that's 10 seconds for Sandra Lee to fight back, or maybe she hopes just to survive. This is a great game. This has to be the hardest endurance test of the Gladiator sports, and Sandra survives, so that's 5.
How does that compare to drag racing?
That was different. It was good though.
Is it fun?
Yeah, I like that one.
You like being slogged by Flame?
I just like the bike.
Yeah, sitting there keeping the balance going?
Yeah, it's good.
There's a couple of big hits there, though. I mean, did you see stars at any stage?
No, but she's got a powerful hit behind her.
Absolutely. Well, I tell you what, you lasted the distance, of course. Flame didn't come off. You lasted the distance, though, so the official ruling is 5 points. Well done.
Yeah, it's great.
First points on the board for our Army A team. Sandra really withstanding some big hits from Flame.
I put in some big hits, Mike, but Sandra really put in some hard hits on me too. These Army girls sure know how to put the power in when they have to.
Sandra got the first points for Army A. The pressure's really on for Jacinta now in Army B. Let's welcome her to Joust. And our gladiator, Glacier.
So the Army B team member Jacinta, with only a battle mace for self-defense, about to be taken for a cyber ride by Glacier. And Glacier starts right on the whistle. She's pretty keen. Jacinta playing a different game from Sandra Lee. She's mainly copping the blows and trying to ride them out. The first 13 seconds have been merciless combat by Glacier, who has hit the Army B team member with a mighty pounding from her battle mace. Glacier wielding some withering blows, and Jacinta not very effective in attack or defence at this point. As her bionic drum returns to give her a momentary break, now they go back into action. They turn to Joust once more, and both women seem very tired. Glacier not so effective now. Most of the action is fending off blows rather than delivering them. And it looks like Jacinta isn't going to take it anymore. Both women striking out, the battle maces are colliding in mid-air, not finding a target on the opponent. Jacinta looks like she might survive for 5, but Glacier's determined to fight to the last. Listen to the force of those blows. Jacinta is listening for just one thing, the whistle, and there it is, 5 points.
Jacinta, that is one strong gladiator, but you managed to withstand the blows.
Yeah, the first one knocked me about a bit, so I think I sort of got my aggression up after that to try and get her back.
Which ones hurt the most? The ones going towards your back?
No, the ones to the head.
Army A and Army B both take 5 points, and that's the state of play in Game 1.
OK, it's time to meet our male challengers tonight. And, of course, the Navy team, Tim O'Brien and John Isles.
Tim is a Navy clearance diver, an Australian rules footballer. He's into running, aerobics, and, as you'd expect, scuba diving. John is also a Navy diver with a first-hand black belt in Taekwondo. He's competed in the Australian national titles.
Let's welcome Tim and John. You guys are experts at that. Come forward, Tim. You wouldn't do that out at sea that often, would you?
I don't get to see much, mate.
I suppose with diving, you must spend some time near the water because we know that you're a clearance diver. And you said that one of the things that you think you needed to compete on Gladiators was a big heart. You still think that after the first heat?
Yeah, big heart's important. You got to also have controlled aggression. You know, get out there and do the games, but do it with a controlled head. So yeah.
Great. Well, let's see how we go. Now, John, you're a martial arts, so do you like the combat games? Do you?
Yeah, the combat games appeal to me. What it majorly does is it sort of gives you the edge. I'm not so scared of the combat. It's don't get me wrong, these guys out here, they're really big athletes. You know, they really are tough men. But I'm apprehensive, but I'm not really scared. I'm used to the combat.
Let's welcome them tonight, Tim and John.
And now let's welcome our Army representatives, Gavin Davis and Richie Gibson.
Gavin is an Army physical trainer, an Aussie rules player who coaches a darts team, and he's also the father of 3 kids. Richie is in the Special Air Service Regiment. He's a defence touch football rep, a rugby rep into boxing, cricket and golf.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gavin and Richie. Well, Gavin, it's up to the Army boys to make the clean sweep tonight. Do you think you can handle the pressure?
No pressure. I think the Navy will be ducks out of water tonight, Kimberly.
Okay. Now, you were a very serious challenger last time we saw you. Do you think you can let your guard down a bit tonight?
No, Kimberly, never let the guard down, never make it easy for anyone.
A very serious man. Very good competitor, I might add, too. Good luck to you, Gavin. Now, out of the games that you played in your heat, which were your favourites?
Well, in practice we did gauntlet and powerball, but that was fun. But the swing shot was great.
So you like the hard-hitting games as well?
Yeah, they're good. Bit of rough and tumble.
And you're prepared for tonight?
By all means, yep.
Okay, well, good luck to these Army guys, Richie and Gavin.
The pressure is really on the guys now. Both our female teams have managed to grab some points. Let's see how the Army go. Let's welcome Gavin against our very own Gladiator tank, Taipan. Here's Mike Whitney.
Challenger, are you ready?
Gavin's about to line up against Taipan. Well, in this game, the Taipan is more like a sidewinder, just as quick and just as lethal. Both men into it from the start, and Gavin is very brave up there. He's returning fire for fire, and it ain't friendly fire, Taipan, I'm telling you. This is another grueling game with one arm extended. That battle mace must weigh a ton, and it gets heavier as the seconds tick by. The pressure's on the shoulders and hips, and if that's not enough, you've got to keep your balance as the ground tips and spins right under you. So a slight break now as the horses turn around. Gavin looking fantastic up here. He's hammering Taipan with everything in his arsenal. Let's have a listen to these blows on Joust. You can feel them from up here. Taipan showing a lot of respect for Gavin. Just listen to the sound as Taipan beats a drum on Gavin's back and shoulders. But don't count Gavin out yet. Here comes the cavalry, and after 60 seconds, there's still a fair bit left in these guys. The whistle's about to blow. There it is, and look at the relief on Gavin's face.
Gavin, what an incredible round of joust. How are you feeling after that? You copped some pretty huge blows.
Yeah, I got a couple in, but he definitely got a few in too. The head's still rattling.
I actually thought you may have managed to get Taipan off there for a second.
Well, he started to wobble, but then he stood up in the reins and started to hit me a bit harder, so I had to try and hold on and squeeze my legs.
Hard to keep your balance up there.
Yeah, especially when it starts moving around, yes.
Let's welcome our next challenger representing the Navy. It's John. He's got a big ego to deal with. Let's welcome our gladiator, Vulcan.
John got the short straw for this one. Navy has chosen him to battle Vulcan, and Tim, the other Navy diver, very happy to be a spectator. As usual, Vulcan goes in with a withering start, and John's in trouble. Yep, I reckon he is. Look at this, he's holding up his hands for mercy. But Vulcan takes no prisoners, John. John's almost out of the saddle just defending. Well, at least he's staying up there as the electronic outlaws go a full 180 degrees. There's a temporary truce for the Navy, but it ends with a big bang as Vulcan shells the Navy. And John finally lands one on Vulcan. Both men rocking and rolling, and they're off. Oh, boy, Mike Whitney, what do you make of this one? Because I've never seen both jousters suffer from fallout.
Well, our referee, Mike Whitney, has spent a fair amount of time here on the arena floor looking at the replay of that match. Your ruling is, Mike?
The rules for the challenger to get points are that they must knock the Gladiator off or stay on the sky bike for the whole 60 seconds.
Right.
Now, the challenger didn't do that, so because they both hit the mat at the same time, the game is ruled a draw, no points.
No points at all. John, I thought I was going to be telling you you've got 10 points, but unfortunately the ruling, as we just heard, is nothing.
They're the rules. I didn't know actually what happened at that time. Vulcan hit me very hard, lost my balance, he hit me again, I fell off and I thought it was all over. I didn't even realise Vulcan had fallen off. They're the rules, we'll play by it.
Navy nothing on what the refs call the sky bikes. Army takes 5 and hits the front.
Well, here we are at the interchange bench, and just before our next event, a chance to chat with our referee, Mike Whitney, about the rules of the interchange and how it works with the teams.
Well, Mike, there's 4 teams, 2 challengers in each team. They can pick and choose how many games or what games they can play. One can play one game or one can play the lot and save the other member up for the Eliminator. Now, our armed forces are supposed to be some of the best in the world, prided on their discipline. Let's see how they go.
Okay, well, the cavalry have done their bit, but now it's time to put together an air force and take to the skies. In Skytrack, up next.
Gladiators.
Us Army girls crushed the Navy at our last appearance in the arena.
Now it's an Army versus Army final.
But we're not going in easy.
In this next event, speed is of the essence. Speed and a good head for heights.
The challenger must complete a full circuit and not get tagged by the Gladiator to get 10 points.
Okay, hanging upside down from the roof and all set to represent Army A. Let's welcome Michelle. For Army B, it's Candace. And our Gladiators, Fury and Storm. They're up there. Our ref's down here. It's up to you, Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
Challengers, are you ready? Gladiators, are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
Candace blasts out of the barrier, but Michelle not as quick as her rival. I reckon she's going to be captured by the Gladiators. There it is, she's out. Team B also surrenders. Both Gladiators were super fast tonight and ran right over both Army teams.
Well, we've got Army A and Army B, Candace and Michelle. Both teams are in the same points at the moment, and you both got zapped at the same time up there on Skytrack. How'd you find it, Michelle?
Well, it's a tough event, that one, but the girls are quick, very quick, so...
Okay. Candace, how about you? Was it fun? Was it like anything you've ever done in the Army?
No, not really like that. I learned to crawl on the ground, not actually up in the air. It's a bit different.
And that was a few years ago, I guess.
Yeah, quite a few.
Fury, how are you feeling? You had that mid-air collision back in Series 3. Are you sort of getting your confidence back in the game?
When I got stuck in the middle of the crossroads and taken out. Yeah, it's very scary coming back. It's a long way up there and you feel always that you're the wrong way up. So I give credit to these girls for actually getting up here or coming here and doing this tonight. However, I'm sorry, you lose.
Both Army teams bomb out on the aerial railway, so they'll remain locked together halfway through the night with 5 points each.
We showed the Army who's boss.
Our strategy was right on the money.
And tonight, it'll be there again.
Our male finalists are ready for Skytrack, so let's welcome, representing the Army, Gavin. And representing the Navy, it's Tim. They'll be trying to steer clear of our Gladiators, Tornado. And Commando. Mike Whitney, it's over to you.
Thanks, Kimberly.
Challengers, are you ready?
So Gavin's back for more after his joust with Taipan, and Tim decides he'll run for the Navy in Game 2, while John takes a rest after he's falling out with Vulcan. Both men out of the blocks and going for it. Gavin not making much ground, and he's about to be caught by Tornado. He's out of here. Tim the Navy diver's going full steam ahead. He's making a great rate of knot. Commando's going to have to find something special to catch him as he goes around the final bend. He gets himself 10 points in a record-breaking time, 19 and a half seconds.
Tim, what a legend. You've certainly done the Navy proud tonight. 10 very much needed points. Well done.
Yeah, I was looking forward to this. I needed to get the points, and I wasn't sure how I was going to go against Commando. I heard he was pretty quick, but the guys told us if the buzzer goes off, right, just keep going. So I just had my head down, I was going, I wasn't stopping for no one.
Commando, you're actually one of the fastest Gladiators around this track, but Tim was incredible.
Kimberly, it seems amazing to me that I had to work harder to lose than I usually do to win.
Navy surges into the lead with 10 points in Game 2, and at the midway point of this battle, Navy has a 5-point break on the Army.
Our Armed Forces personnel are all set to reenact the Battle of the Bulge, the big red bulge, that is. Pyramid up next.
Gladiators.
finish when we were last on the show.
We managed to defeat the Navy girls in a close run eliminator.
And we're determined now to prove who's best in the Army.
Changes to the lineup again as our forces teams try to find the right tactics for hill fighting.
60 seconds to get to the top. The first to hit the button gets 10 points.
Let's welcome, representing Army A, Michelle, and Army B, Jacinta. They'll be trying to make it up to the top of the pyramid against our gladiators, Glacier and Storm. Over to you, Mike Whitney.
Challenger, are you ready?
Can two Army women take the mountain? Maybe, but standing guard is our Stormtrooper, and they've got to cross a very dangerous Glacier. Both gladiators dutifully move down to the dotted line. They're playing strictly by the rules tonight. Michelle on the left with Glacier, Jacinta on the right with Storm, and Storm makes the first move on Jacinta and crashes the Army woman down to the ground. Michelle doesn't want any of that. She wants to outrun Glacier, and it almost works till Glacier dismisses Michelle. On the right, Storm is working one-to-one on Jacinta, doesn't let her prisoner go till they hit the parade ground again. And Glacier, a big fly there on Michelle. All the women warriors start the long march again. Legs are tired, the steps must seem steeper and taller than last time. With 20 seconds left on the clock, only one more charge possible. Who will lead the way? Just about 10 seconds left, and look at this, Storm goes for another dive on Jacinta. Glacier working well up there with Michelle, but she goes for a run, but Glacier dives, tackle, now she dives backwards, and there's the whistle, no points.
Michelle, you were very quick, but unfortunately not quick enough to get away from Glacier.
No, Glacier is a pretty big girl, but I gave it all I got, but yeah, it was great.
It was great. Was it fun, was it?
It was fun. You've got to do it. It's great.
Surprisingly enough. Glacier, you actually landed with Michelle on top of you.
Yeah, I thought I'd take it from a different angle this time and take it backwards.
I must say, I really like your flying tackles. You've been practicing those.
Oh, I just want to have some more fun up there and enjoy it, and it looks better too, I think.
Storm, managing to keep Jacinta from the top?
Well, I think so. I think we all saw that. But these girls aren't strangers to a salute, and the pyramid is very much like a salute, that it is the longest way up and the shortest way down.
Scores stall on the mountain. Nothing for the A or the B team. So after game number 3, they're still locked together, 5 points each.
In our last Gladiators appearance, we battled our way through the games.
And managed to pip the Navy on the Travelator.
Tonight we're fighting fit.
And aim to repeat our performance.
Well, Kimberly, we can see the team tactics at play here. For the Army, they've gone for speed rather than size. It's Richie, and representing the Navy, we've got John. And our Gladiators at the top of the pyramid, Condor and Tower. We're set to go mountain climbing. Here's Mike Whitney.
Challengers, are you ready?
Richie and John have it all ahead of them, literally ahead of them.
3, 2, 1.
John from the Navy on the right races to battle stations. Condor and Richie checking each other out on the left. John almost closing in with Tower, and he gets such a fright that he doesn't wait to be pushed. He jumps. Condor very vigilant. He has Richie, and on the upper deck, Tower grabs the Navy. But I tell you what, Tower's having a hard time scuttling this sailor. But when he does, it's anchors away, matey. And on the left, Condor sends his man back for basic training. Richie taking his time to recover. The Army man suffering from battle fatigue, but he's volunteering for another raid on the mountain. Richie trying to draw Condor left and right. He's getting instructions from base command. Tower and John on the downhill roll as they grip Condor, and this is Richie's big break. He's going for it. Condor scrambling all reserves. He's got the Army breakaway. That was close. Condor brings Richie crashing down. John staggers up the bottom step. Whistle blows. No points.
So, John, you really wanted to wrestle Tower that much, did you?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a good priority move, that one. Take the biggest guy on. What a fool.
It was a good tactic. For a moment there, I thought, oh, hang on, he's got a bit of a match going on here. But then eventually Tower just said, oh, hang on, I'm going to get serious here. And he threw you straight down the bottom.
Yeah, he sort of realised I wasn't paying any rent and threw me away.
But then you went and did it all again.
Yeah, well, you know, pretty thick head with these clearance diver things.
Hey, Richie, how about you, mate? A bit of speed. You were running up there. We thought speed was the team tactic in this round for Army, and you almost came through with it. Their Condor taken out by these two. They did the job for you.
It's the longest 60 seconds of my life. Tell you what, I knew I couldn't beat him for strength, but I seen John and Tower tumbling down, and I thought that's right in his path, so if I could just avoid them and shoot up. Unfortunately, I slipped and he got hold of me, but the strategy was there.
Our Gladiators bury the Warriors on the outside of the pyramid, not the inside. And after 3 games, the Navy still leads by 5 points.
Well, we're certainly seeing the Army-Navy rivalry in tonight's competition. Mike Whitney, it's been amazing, hasn't it?
The competition in all the games has been fantastic, Mike, particularly Skytrack, a new challenger record. Tim from the Navy, 19.5 seconds. That's unbelievable. And I'm looking forward to the Eliminator like no other Eliminator before it.
Well, before we come to the Eliminator, the teams still have one more game to play against the Gladiators. That's Hang Tough, and it's up next.
Gladiators.
Gladiators. Winners of the heats will receive this great entertainment package from Sanyo. It includes a 68cm colour television with deluxe stand, a Sports 4-head VCR, cordless telephone with archery machine, a 3-disc mini hi-fi system, and this exclusive shower wave microwave oven. That's life with Sanyo. Runners-up receive 7 nights for 2 at the idyllic Club Crocodile Long Island Resort. With 3-star tranquility, national parks and beaches, Club Crocodile Long Island, something for everyone.
And now, here's something they don't teach you at Military Academy. The art of gymnastics meets the art of war.
60 seconds to get past the attacking Gladiator, 10 points if you make it to the opposite platform.
Hanging for the Army A team, it's Sandra Lee. Against our Gladiator, Fury. They're set to swing. Here's Mike Whitney.
Challenger, are you ready?
Sandra Lee describes herself as an all-round athlete, and she was telling me a little bit earlier on that she wishes she was stronger in the upper body. So it's a pretty interesting choice for the Army A team, but maybe Michelle, her teammate, is saving herself just for the Eliminator. Sandra Lee doesn't muck about. Moving up the side, she's already made it to the red rings. Well done. And she's straight up to Fury. Well, I have to say, Sandra Lee is moving well. She's got good momentum, and that's the most important factor in this game. Also, avoiding the Gladiator helps. For a moment or two, Sandra Lee looked like she was stalling, but she's on the move once more, and Fury is still going to get close enough to tackle the A-team member. Sandra Lee making slow and steady progress. She's very close to the platform, and she's got enough time left to get there. Sandra Lee has kept the rhythm going, and she's just avoided Fury. Only just avoided her, but Sandra Lee's still moving. 10 seconds to go. Will she do it? It's nerve-wracking. Watching Fury and watching Sandra Lee get closer. Watching the clock, but Fury locks on. Can she get it off? Yes, she does, with 1.5 seconds to go.
Sandra Lee, that was so incredibly close. The crowd was going wild for you. They thought you were going to get across.
Yeah, so did I. Oh, I should have just made a quicker move than what I did.
Now, you had a great technique worked out there. You just kind of snuck right in along the side there and left Fury out in the middle.
Yeah, I didn't know what her technique was. I didn't know where she was going to come from, but got further than I thought I would, and I'm happy with that.
Representing Army B, it's our captain, Candace. Up against the Queen of the Rings, our Gladiator, Delta.
Candace is a marathoner and a netballer, so she should have good coordination and upper body strength. And the Army teaches battle tactics. Captain Candace up against our own Wonder Woman. It's the battle of the superheroes up here on Hang Tough. Candace is off to a slow and steady start down the left. Candace hitting the red rings, and she's gone straight into the clutches of Delta. But first strike, Delta couldn't get her. She survived it. Delta regroups, and she comes back into attack. This doesn't look good for Candace. Jacinta says, hang on, but she can't. It's too hard. No points for the B team.
Well, Candace, I thought that Sandra from the Army A team would have given you a bit more of an idea of what you were meant to do there.
Yeah, I saw her go off on an angle and I thought, well, I'll try that. I should have gone to the right instead of the left. You always attack from the right. You always win. I didn't go that way.
No points, I'm afraid, but a good game anyway. Delta, 10 points to you. You got it very quickly.
I think I was smiling at her the whole time, and I think that's what got her.
But you're always smiling, Delta.
I know, I just come out here and have fun. That's all that matters to me.
Both challengers free fall off the rings without a parachute. No scores on Hang Tough, which means that they're both locked together going into the Eliminator.
Our first male finalist up on Hang Tough, representing Army, it's Gavin. He's up against the Lord of the Rings, Taipan. Over to you, Mike Whitney.
Challenger, are you ready?
Let me remind you, Gavin's a physical trainer in the Army. He also coaches a darts team, so he's used to games with rings, but I hope he doesn't make himself the target for Taipan. Gavin goes left, and Taipan follows his lead. Look at these swings from Taipan. He's taking 2 at a time, and Gavin's only going 1 at a time. But the good news for Gavin is he's reached the red ring. He glimpses fate. That's the bad news, because Taipan strikes. Now he bites, and it's all over. No points.
Gavin, what chance do you have against someone like Taipan who swings at you and misses a complete row of rings while just coming for you?
Well, I've seen gorillas in the mist, but that was amazing. He went from the first one to the red in one bound. I couldn't believe it.
Absolutely. Mate, 10 points to you, though, for trying to hold on, but it's a bit hard to hold 100 kilos when it's actively trying to just get you to the ground.
Well, I just closed my eyes and I thought, well, just hang here for another 58 seconds and I might be right, but I knew there wasn't much chance of that.
You got the line of the night there. No points, but a good game, Gavin. Well done. Taipan, you're looking good up there, mate.
Thanks, Mike. It's very hard to make that look easy.
Okay, let's see how John Isles goes now for the Navy. Let's welcome him. And our Gladiator is Commando. Here's Mike.
3, 2, 1.
John's our Taekwondo man. It's the first damn black belt. He'll need all his defensive skills up here against Commando. As John starts to head to the right, but Commando is prepared for this. He's coming right up to John, and once again, this does not look good for the challenger. Commando's caught him, and now he locks on with 1 arm, 2 arms, and yep, I reckon this might be all over. It is. No points.
John, you had a great swing happening there, but it wasn't quite enough to get you by.
As they say, Kimberly, all swing, no ding.
All swing, no ding. Was it harder than you expected up there?
The actual rings themselves, I'm quite happy with. It's the big guy at the other end.
Absolutely, and having to meet him right in the middle. Commando, you lost to the Navy in Skytrack, so I think you were out to prove something, weren't you?
Absolutely, Kimberly. I think revenge is the name of the game here.
Empty-handed on the rings, but the Navy were leading by 5 as they entered game 4, so they take a 2.5-second advantage in the Eliminator.
Well, Mike, they've been down this road before and they know that it's all blood, sweat and tears.
Absolutely, Kimberly. It's the Forces decider up next, the Eliminator.
Gladiators.
Our grand final winners receive the machine that loves riding high on the motorway or can get down and dirty off the road. It handles both with grunt to spare. The DR650 is lighter, perfectly balanced and has the best power to weight ratio in its class. With a 2-year unlimited kilometre warranty, the Suzuki DR650 is a sports bike that lets you ride the winds of change. Our grand final runners-up receive a South Pacific cruise for 2, travelling aboard the P&O Fairstar for 13 fun-filled nights. Visiting exotic island ports, it's valued at more than $10,000.
As we all know, there's only one race left to run and they'll all be doing it for the pride of their units.
Each team has one final test to face tonight, and you all know by now why we call it the Eliminator.
Well, here I stand with Michelle from Army A and Candice from Army B. Now, ladies, I just saw you standing over there near the Eliminator talking each other through it. Is this a serious competition?
You bet this is a serious competition, Kimberly.
So you're all revved up for the Eliminator?
Revved up, ready to go, and ready to win.
Well, you've both been here once before. Candice, do you think it gets any easier?
I don't think it gets any easier. We'll just go full bore.
Well, at least you haven't got the Gladiators chasing you in this one.
No, that's right. I just got a short little fast person I've got to chase after.
Okay, well, you both managed to gain 5 points in Joust, so starting on scratch, good luck to both of you, and I'll see you at the other end. Over to you, Mike Whitney.
Candice and Michelle.
Candice, the Army officer. On her last Eliminator, the time was 1:30. Michelle won hers in 1:17, but it's always anyone's race second time round. Candice is the taller of the two. She's closer to the camera as they take the hurdles. Michelle on the A team seems to be a little bit quicker through the hurdles, and now she's up to the rope climb. But Candice doing the climb just a little bit better, and Jacinta yells encouragement to Candice. Michelle through. Now she's up to the hand ladder with a handy lead, and she's halfway through as Candice starts. Coming off the hand ladder, Michelle dances over the logs and hits the cargo net, while Candice still has the ladder to finish. Now the B team arrive to tackle the net. This is a point where the lead can change dramatically. Candice is throwing everything into a bid to close the gap, but Michelle's not giving up that lead. Army A team gets to the top first, and Michelle hot-foots it to the zip line. She's looking very confident. Down she comes. Michelle's done this before. What a great drop that is as she's off and running. Now Candice has lost a lot of time. She addresses the zipper as her rival takes off on the beam. Michelle can afford to take care, and that's exactly what she's doing. Doesn't hesitate though, she goes straight up the travelator. Oh, she's put her leg on the side. Neil, the assistant referee up the top, saw it, believed that she may have got some advantage from that and sent her back down. Now she's trying it once more. This time it's a straight run up. Will she make it? No. Up the other side, Candice. Yes, she makes it first time round, and it's honours to the Army B team. Oh boy, controversy in this Eliminator, but they're the rules. Candice, how sweet it is. Michelle now has a personal challenge as well as her team pride. She's running with absolute conviction, and she doesn't roll this time. The A-team are home, and Kimberly, how do they feel?
Candice, you should be very proud to call yourself the captain.
I am indeed. I'm very proud.
That was unbelievable because Michelle got stuck on the travelator and you just powered right up there.
I had the determination. I thought she was nearly out there and I was going along the beam. I saw she was rolling down. I thought, got to go for this, just look up and keep going.
Well, you're a little bit exhausted at this point, aren't you?
I certainly am. I said I would be breathing.
However, how does it feel to be sitting on your very own Suzuki motorbike?
Yes, very excited. It's a bit taller than the bike I own, but it's nice.
Well, here you go. Mike's presenting you with your trophy and also the gold medal. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a big round of applause for Candice from the Army, completing the Eliminator in 1 minute and 39 seconds.
I was a bit slower than my other one. I'm pretty surprised, but I'm glad I got there.
Well, at least you made it through. Michelle, come on over here. What a great effort. Unfortunately, that travelator is very, very tiring, isn't it?
Yeah, it takes a lot of guts to go out there. I just didn't have it tonight. Good work, Candice.
Well, an unbelievable finish there in the Eliminator. As we say, almost anything can happen in this event, and now the guys are here. Richie, how are you feeling? There's been a lot of pressure on you to make this a clean sweep for the Army.
Yeah, there is, Mike. It'll be hard to contain the little pocket rocket here from the Navy, but I'll be giving it my best shot by all means.
Tim, your opponent's just called you a pocket rocket. You guys are both very fast on this event. That's why you're here in our grand final. You went through in exactly 1 minute last time. We're going to break the minute tonight, do you reckon?
Yeah, I'll give it a go, mate. I'm just looking forward to getting through, but I'll give it a go for sure, yeah.
All right, you got a 2.5 second start tonight because of the points difference here, so the Navy has some advantage just in that start. Let's go to our referee, Mike Whitney now. Good luck to both our competitors tonight, Tim for the Navy and Richie for the Army.
Tim, you will go on my whistle.
Tim from the Navy did a devastating time in his last Eliminator, 1:01. Richie did it in 1:19, but tonight Tim will push him along. Tim lists athletics and football as his sports. He's a real sprinter, this guy. Look at that start. Here come the cavalry. Richie is off like a man with a mission. But Tim is Quicksilver up the rope, and now he's onto the bike. Richie's no slouch either, but he can't afford to slip. Richie not so smooth on the bike, and his opponent, Tim, leaps onto the cargo net. Richie stalling, and John tells him to keep going. I don't reckon you need to remind Tim of that, John, because Tim is just about to hit the top of the net. Oh, Richie just survived the loss. Nearly fell. But look at this Navy diver move. He's not like a fish out of water. That was a beautiful exit from the zip line, Tim, as he goes to the beam. Richie struggling at the top of the net. Tim steadies her up as he does it very neatly. He's at least 10 seconds clear of his Army rival, Richie. John still urging Tim on, and he surges up, over and through. The Navy powers home the victors. Fantastic for John and Tim. Look at the time, 59. He beat his personal best. Here comes Richie, and Gavin cheers him home, and he's made it. Yes, he has. Through he goes. What a great run from both teams. And Mike, how good was the 59 from Tim?
Mate, where have you trained on a Travelator before?
Well, when I get my breath, I just stand here, mate. I do a lot of running up the hills. It was hard to change my style. I tend to lean in the hills and I run up them. Do it on this thing and you'll be taking skin off. But just got a small step and get up. And it's like a big power walk. Keep your body going.
Mate, Power Walk Plus, you flew up the Travelator. Hey, we've got some great news too. Last time you came through in 1 minute, we were hoping to see if you could beat that 1 minute. I think a big round of applause. 59 seconds, you took a second off it. Well done. Great run there, Tim. A great run there. And a great run for the Navy too. Otherwise, it would have been a clean sweep for the Army, because the girls, of course, we had the two Army teams in there. Mate, you are the pride of the fleet tonight. Well done.
Thanks. Thanks to Rich for a good effort there, mate. I don't know where he was, but I wasn't looking back to see.
That's the way it works. Richie, come in here, mate. Kimberly's got the silver medal for you. Coming, say, and a big hug too. Does that make it feel a bit better?
Oh, I'm wrapped now. Makes it all worthwhile.
The hand bike, as you said, was the thing that you're going to concentrate on. That piece of apparatus is where you lost your time there. You had a little bit of trouble. Coming through in, Kerry, the official time for Richie was 1 minute 15. Still a great time. That's a good run.
Yeah, Mike was a few seconds quicker than last night. But you've got to hand it to Tim. He's just second to none. I think if he came on as a contestant in a normal series, he'd just blow him away. He can only improve from here. He's just a true champ.
Absolutely. Big words from a big man and a great competitor. Well done, Richie. The Army and the Navy, in fact, all our armed forces, I think, winners tonight. But Tim is the man who takes out our Eliminator round in this Armed Forces Challenge.
And what an action-packed final this has been, with Army and Navy both coming through to win gold.
Absolutely, a great run.
Kimberly, I'd just like to say on behalf of the men and the women of the Defence Force that have competed here tonight that we're going to donate both bikes and all the terrific prizes Gladiators has put together to charity.
Oh, isn't that
fantastic effort. What a great effort. True champions. Our armed forces doing us all proud, and fantastic competitors against our Gladiators over the last 3 weeks. It's been great having you with us. We hope you've enjoyed this special series of Gladiators. We'll see you again soon. Good night.
Good night.
Next week, nation versus nation. What a series that'll be. On your favourite 60 minutes of sport, the Gladiators.